Hello everyone, it's Brad. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. So I was just going to show you a few pieces that I ordered while I was in Oklahoma. I'll be bouncing back and forth to Oklahoma also still to do some more survey work. But these are the orders that I had online and then from a coin shop. So these 5 Ike dollars that I got online, I got the Ike dollars whenever it came in with the $17.99, and the $17.99 is pretty nice. I don't have one of these, which it also has the wording around the edge too, which is pretty cool. Online also I was able to get, and they say in the case here that it was a 1900 over the CC. I looked through the scope and I looked through my from the loop and then my digital scope. I wasn't able to see much. There's a little bit of the C and C that comes out past the O, but I'll have to double check that and get back with you. It weighs exactly what it needs to weigh, so it's not fake by no means. And you didn't want but $55 for it online, so really not missing out of too much. If you know a coal, you go and buy them from a store. Coal I think is like $38 or $36 coal. So like I said, not too much if I'm losing out on it, but definitely another Morgan dollar that I did not have. I was able to order online a 1904S. It's in decent shape, and there's always room for upgrade on these. I don't go buy the most exquisite ones. I don't want to pay more than what I don't want to pay for them. So it's always, and later on I'll either pay more or have them trade and upgrade them. But yet again, I mean, it could be a G8, you would take G6 condition, and I only paid $25 for it. So like I said, it's always room for upgrades for these, especially in 1904S, which is a little harder date to find. Pretty cool I found that one. Now this quarter, let me actually pull this scope over here. Now this quarter, and I don't buy, yet again, I don't buy just plain quarters online. Usually I want to get something that's more extravagant, more tougher to get where you can't find them in the coin shops. But this one right here, let's see if we can get it up. It had a lot of grease strike through on it. It's basically like a sheen or almost like sunshine across here, like the N and we and stuff like that is almost hard to see because it was just struck through the grease, I guess, and not pressed down hard enough. See if we can actually see it without the scope, because it makes it a little tougher. Looks like a little sunshine rays across there, but it's on the front and the back side of it, which the feathers, see if we can see the feathers on there, because it was kind of cool too. This must be the lighting, but anyhow, the feathers have extra blades or extra winglets or whatever you want to call in there, and you can see the doubling all across here too. It just stood out to me. I mean, it's a lot going on with this quarter. Like I say, get it through the loop, and it's a lot going on with it too. It's doubling on there. This quarter wasn't but $12 online. So some little kid had his account on there, and he was throwing up a lot of stuff that he found, and this was randomly in one of his coins that he'd had. So, happened a little fella. Why not buying that coin off of him? I picked up the 1952 Proof 66 Rattler, and this is from PCGS also. Now I was actually looking for the S, and you could probably see it right in the center of his chest there. A little tough to see because of the lighting. It's the same thing if I put it up under the scope, it'd be pretty tough to see. So I put my loop on it, and it does have a little bit of the S that's on the dead middle of the chest there, which is pretty cool because whenever this guy got this graded, when he messaged me, he got this graded 12 or 15 years ago. I think he said 12 to 15 years ago. I'm guessing he didn't see the variety, or if the variety wasn't picked up in the Red Book or on PCGS just yet, but it is on top of this quarter. which makes it a really, really, really cool quarter because that's what I was looking for, was a super bird. All right, on to the Clad Proofs. Now, these right here I did not have in the binder. I made sure of that. I double checked them all. So these four, you know, you only had it for a few dollars on there. I mean, they're basically brand new. But then I also bought the silver Mount Rushmore. Had a little smudge on the backside there, but it was in decent shape. And that's probably just toning. Hard to say, but pretty cool. I got a 30th anniversary of 2016 in the case, brand new. And he had these, I want to say, for $38 that were online. Which if you go to the, let's see if he's got his card below here. Double Diamond Bullion in Pennsylvania there. So if you want to give him a call or check online and see what he has for sale, a ton of silver, a little bit of gold, not a whole lot of gold. He gave me a sticker in with it, and like I say, the case came with it too. Pretty cool. Same thing with these, just some more silver rounds that I was looking for. I also picked up a platinum set. So this is the Philadelphia, and I don't have any of these mint sets really. I don't, not that I don't like them, I just haven't seen any that I really wanted to snag. And then I also got this platinum set, which they're plated platinum, but everything came for 20 bucks. So they're plated platinum. It ain't too bad. Pretty cool looking set. And let's move on over here to, now this I actually got in the coin shop down south. So this right here, both 70s, deep cam. You see 2404 out of 2712. So even though it's Annex, I still like Annex. I still like NGC, PCGS, whichever ones, you know, it's as long as they're graded, as long as they look good. And it came with the pop-open case too. Pretty cool. Well, just to let you know what I had when I was gone for, you know, about a week or so, but I actually have a box of nickels and some rolls of nickels that I'm going to look through real quick also and add to the video. And I will bring you in if I find something, but I'm going to grub first on my PB&J, and I will bring you back in when I find something. Well, I finished that box up. I want to say 34 out of the 50 rolls were uncirculated. There was a lot of brand new ones. Like I said, it's a ton of new 2022 shiny in there. But I did pull over quite a few coins that I had up here. I checked them. It was 30s, 40s, and 50s. And I wound up keeping one of the 39s that I have in my little roll there. But these three right here were the most interesting. This one right here was just super toned. So 1994 Philadelphia. And it's not sticky. I don't think it's any kind of film that's on it. But if I can hold on to it. But it's a lot of sunshine on there too. So I'm not for sure. I'm just going to hold on to it as an oddity, and then I guess later on if I feel froggy and want to kind of get a Q-tip out and maybe touch on it to clean it, but it looks like it's pretty toned. And this one here has a copper look to it. I mean, it's all around. Your front face, you see it's a little bit of environmental on there, or maybe some trash or sticky or whatnot, but it had been sitting in it for a while, or somebody soaked an old book and put it in between there and try to get some toning on it. But I'm going to keep that one also as an oddity. Pretty cool. Now this right here, I am not for sure. I double checked it. I even put it through the loop to make sure. Let's get the scope on here. Put this under there. So this is a 1954. And now the 1954 has a variety, and the variety is an S over D. And I even put it through the loop, and I double checked it and see if I can get a better look at it. And I even zoomed in on here, and it looks like it is a D on the bottom side of this S here. Pretty good size S. I mean, it's a big S. Like I said, I looked through it. I looked through the loop itself, and then I checked in the book. And in this condition, it's not very much money. Probably $7, $8. It's, I mean, in decent shape at least. Probably around a 35, 30, 35, give or take. The steps in the back are pretty rubbed down, but some of the buildings, some of the pillars and stuff are still there. You can still see all of the United States. Nothing's rubbed out or scratched on it. Edge is really nice. So pretty cool to find an S over D. That is definitely a variety, and one that it wasn't on my radar, but as long as I pull aside my coins and double check for the varieties and doubling and DDR and so forth so on. Like I said, this being an older coin also pretty cool. But what I want to also bring you in, I got a message while I was downstairs here playing, and I got another package in, and I opened it up to about this part, and I didn't check it all the way, but let's see. John Stone Numismatics. Pretty cool card. So I ordered, let's see, thank you for buying. I hope you enjoyed the purchase. A few things to note about your order. I wanted to make sure you had a 5-star experience. I love repeat buyers, fantastic coin collection and currency. If anything is wrong, please let me know. And thank you for supporting small businesses. You're very welcome. So this is a, get in the light, 1876. It had quite a bit of chatter on the cheek there, which was about the only, I'm going to say, part about the 1876 I didn't like. But for $22, I don't have an 1876. Got a little rim damage there, but yet again, it's always nice to have it added to the collection. That's some environmental damage on there for sure. That E is pretty ate up also. But pretty cool that I was able to get an 1876. It was online. And when I go through my online checks, I'll go through there and put in my key finds to find this stuff that I want to look for. And maybe just to gander and see if there's, 1877 Indian heads in, or 1943 copper penny, or so I'll go through there and randomly type those in and see if anything pops up. And this was the closest thing to the 77. And I mean, at a G state, give or take, I mean, they're still $22, $25. So definitely just to buy, just to have. So nothing that I'm going to submit off to get graded. And I guess while I have you here, let me cut this off real quick too. I did have a submission a few weeks ago that I was not able to, but a few weeks ago that I was not able to video. Well, I did, but it just wouldn't come through. So this on here, as you see, I submitted a 1988 1 cent with a variety. So the 88 was actually an error coin. It was probably about 40% off struck, and then it had a wide AM, but the crazy thing was right at the base of the building there, the FG was cut off, so you couldn't see if it was an FG or not. So I wound up submitting that. The 2000p variety, I want to say that was, oh my bad, so the 2000p, I've got a quantity of 3 of them. Those were the Cheerios Pennies. I had 3 of them in a pack that I did not open. I wound up buying online for $24, I'm going to say, for 3 of them, which is a really good deal. I did have a 1918 1 cent, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be around a 65 MS, maybe a 66. And being at a 1918, it was a decent price if it comes back at a higher grade. 1882S, which I didn't have a variety on it or whatnot, but I wanted to submit that Morgan dollar off to see if it had anything. I did have a shield nickel, so I had a 5-cent shield nickel with no raise. And my guesstimate, I don't say it's going to be an MS. I don't understand what the MS is on there for, but I'm guessing that the numbering for the MS. But I want to say it's around a AU state. I'm going to say 50, 55, crossing fingers. It'd be nice because 1867 5-cent no raise at an AU level is still really good pricing out for it. 1943S. Now, what was the 1943S? Anyways, we'll get to it here in a second. I'll think of it here in a second. But the 41D, and that was going to be a dime. Oh, my bad. 43S, that's 25 cents. I didn't see that. But yeah, it was a quarter, 1943 quarter that I had. Made in San Francisco. Really good shape. Crossing fingers, it comes back pretty high too, because I don't have a whole lot of graded quarters. I did show you one earlier that I had proof that I bought, which is pretty nice to have it too. 1853 10-cent arrows, and like I say, I had a dime there also that I wanted to have graded, and I've probably had it for a year and a half now, and I double checked through some of the coins, and I wound up finding it in there, and I wanted to get it, sent through. Then this one, the 1995D, now that one is just a more modern coin, but the coin looked like it had been struck through a lot of grease. It looked like it was almost crushed in concrete, but whenever I scoped it, I wound up putting it through the my loop and stuff. It's all raised fields on there, so it's nothing that's indented in the coin. It's all raised, and as you see, majority of these have attributes on there. And then I also have it as a where's it at? As gold shield on majority of them. I pay a few extra dollars to get them, graded and stuff like that for, I guess, a better casing and stuff like that for that. But yet again, all these coins, I would like to have them graded. I would like to have them in a case so I know they don't get damaged anymore, and so forth, so on. So there's going to be a few of these probably that maybe not, maybe $17.99, because I don't have an older coin like that graded. That's a pretty old coin, and I don't have anything from 1700s graded. So anyhow, well, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more videos to come. Y'all have a great day.